Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's Grand Theft Auto 5 video, I'm doing another Q&A video where I take your questions from both Twitter and Snapchat, and I answer them all in this video. Now, in today's Q&A video, we've got a lot of questions, obviously, regarding the discussion of Cunning Stunts, kind of what's coming up next for Grand Theft Auto Online, and a whole lot more. Now, as always, if you want to get involved in the next Q&A video, all you have to do is go down in the description, follow me on Twitter and Snapchat. Both those links will be there. I post a lot of cool stuff, hopefully. So go follow me on there if you want to possibly get involved in the next video. But of course, without the way, let's not waste any more time and let's get it started. We've got a lot of questions to tackle today. The first two questions on the list were about the same topic, so I'm going to include them back to back. This first one comes from Dylan Paris, who tweets at me, if we have to install an update on August 2nd, is there a possibility of Rockstar adding a sixth property then? Hashtag AskBoss. And then we get another question from Wayne, who says, do you think we'll ever see a sixth property or increased vehicle storage? Hashtag AskBoss. So those are two great questions. Let's start with yours, Dylan. So, do you think that we could get a sixth property on August 2nd? That's always a chance. Now, the only way we could get a sixth garage in Grand Theft Auto Online is if Rockstar did decide to do a downloadable DLC update, as you mentioned, on August 2nd, where they plan on adding the stunt race creator. So that would be the best case scenario, or one of the best case scenarios, because like myself, many of us are extremely disappointed that Rockstar didn't provide a new garage. Over the past two updates of Cunning Stunts DLC and Further Adventures in Finance and Felony, I think we've gotten along the lines of 17 or 18 storable vehicles, new ones, and we haven't gotten a single new garage space or increased vehicle storage, which is kind of a bummer because, as you've seen on my streams, I've had to delete cars, I've had to switch around garages, it's been a whole pain. So that would be one of the best case scenarios if Rockstar added a sixth property then. And touching on your question, Wayne, will we see a sixth property or increased vehicle storage? I would love it if Rockstar gave us the options to have garages that were more than 10 vehicles, or maybe were a different shape or a different size or whatever. That would be awesome too. I definitely think that Rockstar has heard the outcry though for a new property or a new apartment or a new garage. And if there is an actual update on August 2nd, which a lot of people do believe, I certainly do hope that Rockstar considers adding a sixth property into the game and into Grand Theft Auto Online. So these next two questions also kind of go back to back, so I'm going to answer them as well. This first one comes from Jacob McLean, who tweets at me, what do you think is next after all these cars and after the stunt content creator is out? Hashtag AskBoss, as well as PC Royalty, who tweets at me, hashtag AskBoss, since we have had two DLCs so close to each other, when do you feel we might get the next DLC for GTA Online? Okay, so those are two really important questions. Obviously, what's next? So we know that over the next few weeks, we're likely going to be getting new cars into the game, the hidden ones that have been found within the files. So that's like the Drift Tampa, that's like the Contender, vehicles like that. And we know the Cunning Stunts content creator is coming out on August 2nd. But the big question is, what is going to be coming out after that? So I would imagine that Rockstar is going to, I guess, try to extend the longevity of the stunt content creator for as long as they can, doing some event weeks, maybe some bonuses, maybe some special live streams regarding the stunt creator. So I would find it hard-pressed that anything is going to happen in the month of August. I would say that that entire month is going to be dedicated to Rockstar promoting the stunt content creator and all the new races that are going to be coming out. I'm sure Rockstar will, like I said, promote new created races by the community. They might throw in some of their own new stunt races that they've personally created. So if I had to take a guess on when the next Grand Theft Auto Online DLC is going to be coming out, or like the next new theme, I would probably say somewhere around the lines of September or maybe even October. Because like I mentioned, I think August, the rest of July, it's all going to be about the stunting creator. Hopefully it's a little bit sooner than that. Hopefully it's early September, maybe even late August. But knowing Rockstar, they want to promote these DLCs as long as they can before they completely jump ship and move on to the next one. Especially because this one, as they've devoted so much time and effort to creating the stunt creator, I would find it hard to believe they would want to bury it so close after it was just released. So our next question today comes from Phonos Gaming, who tweets at me, you post a lot about Pokemon Go on Twitter. Do you think you will ever upload some on your channel with your GTA content? Hashtag AskBoss. So that's right, like the hundreds of thousands of people around the world, I have been obsessed with Pokemon Go, probably playing it nonstop when I'm not making videos and whatnot. And I've been posting my results on Twitter. I don't have the greatest Pokemon, but you know, I'm still enjoying my time. And like you, a lot of people have been asking me to post Pokemon Go content. So I don't know how you feel about it. Let me know in the comment section down below. I know my channel is mostly GTA, and I don't plan on changing that anytime soon, especially with the epic DLCs we've just obviously gotten and likely the amazing content we're going to be getting going forward. But I have seen some pretty cool creations of people like photoshopping Pokemon Go in Grand Theft Auto Online, which is kind of cool. There was a user on the social club Nike who posted this photo. A bunch of other users have, used Pokemon Go to kind of like match with the iFruit in-game phones just to create some funny little scenarios. So stuff like that is cool. Pokemon Go is taking over the world, and it's even going into GTA, which is kind of funny. And how cool would it be if you could actually play Pokemon Go in Grand Theft Auto? It would be a game within a game. That would be kind of weird. I'm not sure the monsters could be called Pokemon or anything like that, but I think that would be fun nonetheless. All right, moving on and back to some GTA content. This next one comes from Bailey, who tweets at me, how much will the Drift Tampa, Contender, and the rest of the Cunning Stunts vehicles cost? Hashtag AskBoss. So that's one thing we don't know so far about these vehicles. And if that information changes, I will be able to keep you updated on that. But for now, we have no clue how much the Drift Tampa, Contender, and the rest of the other vehicles, as you mentioned, is going to cost, because all of that information is done server side. It's not done client side. So because the files are found on the client files, we're able to load them into the game. But pricing, as I just mentioned, is something that's done on Rockstar's end and can be determined at any point. So that's something we don't know, although we were able to find that out for vehicles like the X80, the 770, and the 811. That information has not become available yet. If I had to take a guess, I would say that the prices are going to be similar to many of the other vehicles found on the Southern San Andreas Super Auto site, because that's where 4 out of the 5 vehicles are. So if I had to take a guess, I would say, $300,000 to $500,000, maybe even upwards of $700,000 for something like the Drift Tampa, just because that's like the one that a lot of people are the most concerned with and definitely are the most interested in. So obviously, to buy all of the vehicles and to customize them, I definitely think you're going to need about $3 or $4 million. But if we get any more concrete or confirmed information or evidence on this, I will definitely keep you guys updated, and I'll let you know how much money you exactly need. Our next question today comes from Ryan, who tweets at me, what order are the new cars going to be coming out? Hashtag AskBoss. So that's another great question that I don't have a 100% answer to, but based on Rockstar's previous pattern, I've got 2 different scenarios for you. So my first scenario is they're released all at once when Rockstar updates the Stunt Creator content mode on August 2nd, or they're going to be releasing them 2 every week, starting in just 2 days on Tuesday. So they'll do 2 vehicles, and then on August 2nd, they'll do the final 2 vehicles when they officially update the game. That's my guess, and because some members of the community like Yan have even stated that the cars are not in fact in the tunable files, that means there won't be able to be released weekly like we typically expect. That indicates that the first scenario I touched on, meaning that they're all going to be released on the August 2nd release, is likely. However, again, we don't have a ton of concrete information on that, so when more does become available, I will share it with you guys. Our next question comes from Dullest Power, who tweets at me, do you think the Cunning Stunts DLC is the best DLC for GTA Online right now? Hashtag AskBoss. So that's a very interesting question and a very interesting discussion. Is the Cunning Stunts DLC the best? And I don't think I'm in any position to answer it, because all the DLCs have different themes for different types of people. You might love the heist update. You might hate Cunning Stunts. You might love finance and felony. You might hate executives and other criminals for whatever reason. That's just an example. They're very similar themed. I'm not sure. My final analysis is Cunning Stunts was a great DLC. I'm having a lot of fun with it, but it was clearly a DLC that was based off of racing and lots of cars. So if that's not your thing, then you may not have enjoyed this update, but it was a lot of fun, and I'm enjoying my time right now. So is it the best DLC Grand Theft Auto Online has ever seen? I don't think that's for me to make that call. Is it up there as one of the best that Rockstar have created? Absolutely. It's a ton of fun, and I'm really enjoying the content that they've added so far. Moving on, we got a question from GTA 5 Daily, who tweets at me, do you think we'll see a second edition to Cunning Stunts? Hashtag AskBoss. So unfortunately, I don't think we will. That would be very interesting if Rockstar wanted to go the route of a second Cunning Stunts DLC. But because they are doing the, hidden DLC car releases and are going to extend this out to the Stunt Race Creator, I don't believe there's going to be a second rendition, especially because this update was packed with so much content. Obviously, we got the 13 new vehicles. There's 5 more hidden ones that are going to be coming into the game as well. So there's a lot of time for Rockstar to stretch this out. and I think it would be unnecessary for them to do a second one just because of based off of how action-packed and how much content there was in this first one. Our next question today comes from the GTA Online New, who tweets at me, why do you think Rockstar mostly ignores Blaine County and the Paleto Bay area in Grand Theft Auto Online DLCs? Hashtag AskBoss. That's a great question, and I wish that is something that Rockstar would address. And I think that going forward, and hopefully soon, we'll see a DLC that is based in Blaine County and the Paleto Bay area and in Sandy Shores, because you're right, it is for the most part ignored. Outside of a few stunt races that take place up there, nothing with Cunning Stunts revolves around Blaine County or the Paleto Bay area. And same with Finance and Felony. It was all based in the city. There was nothing up north, executives and other criminals, lowriders. So all the past DLCs, and pretty much all of them on the old generation system as well, have nothing to do with Blaine County and Paleto Bay and Sandy Shores. So I think if there was ever to be like a biker theme or like an off-roading theme, that would be great and amazing for the Paleto Bay expansion, where you get more people to go up there, have fun, because right now most everything takes place in the city. And that's cool, but it's just a way like over encumbered area when there's such a beautiful land and world and kind of area to explore up there in Blaine County and Paleto Bay that doesn't really get taken advantage of because there is no update and there's no new content added up there either. All right, and our last question today comes from Shinji. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly. They state, do you think the next DLC will be small compared to the last two? Hashtag AskBoss. So yeah, the last two DLCs in Grand Theft Auto Online have obviously been huge. Further Adventures of Finance and Felony, probably the biggest DLC ever. Cunning Stunts DLC in terms of racing and cars and vehicles, biggest DLC ever. So it's been pretty epic the last few months in Grand Theft Auto Online. And like you, some people might think that Rockstar might tune it down a little bit and take a step back and, you know, maybe do something smaller. But I think all the DLCs we're going to be receiving recently are going to continue in the same direction. And ever since Rockstar stopped uploading DLCs to the last generation systems, we've been seeing this trend of this, just bigger and bigger and bigger DLCs. So do I think they're going to take a little bit of a break before uploading the next DLC? Probably, and most likely. But do I expect it to be smaller where they just give us like one car or something like that? No, I don't think that's going to be the case at all. I think Rockstar has set the bar extremely high for themselves, and now going forward, they're going to have to set that precedent where they create ultimate DLCs where we expect lots of cool new content. But anyways, that's all the questions that I'm going to be answering in this week's Q&A video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. As always, if you want to get involved in the next one, go down in the description. Follow me on Twitter and Snapchat. That's where I take questions from, so it's always best to follow me on there. If you did go on to enjoy the video, though, a like rating would, of course, be awesome. And also, subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new, or you like daily GTA 5 videos like this. With all the way, guys, like I said, thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.